Hi, this is Carrie Hunter, the Director of Sales with Sensera Systems. And today we're chatting with Trevor Johnston of XL Construction. He's the Manager of Construction Technology. And we're talking about Sensera Systems and Procore.
Hi, I'm Trevor Johnston. As Carrie said, I'm the Manager of Construction Technology at XL Construction. And we are a large general contractor based in the Bay Area of Northern California. And we serve a diverse segment of markets. We have healthcare, education, corporate office, and a few others. So we're kind of spread around a little bit.
Sensera Systems is a leading construction technology innovator, providing real-time site intelligence solutions using integrated compact solar wireless cameras, sensors, and comprehensive cloud-based software in a single platform. Our multifunction system is a simple turnkey solution that is used by over 1,000 GCs all over the world, and it allows them to improve productivity, collaboration, security, risk, safety, and even use it for their marketing. The system is compact and lightweight, making it easy to move from project to project and really very simple to install with no technical or electrical installation. And the system is affordable for any size project. Sensera Systems includes multiple functions, features, which allows you to utilize the system to address a variety of needs on site. The multi-function capability adds value to your project by assisting, again, with the things I mentioned before: productivity, collaboration, safety, security, and marketing.
Here at XL, we are a large GC based in Northern California, serving the Bay Area mostly. Our projects incorporate a number of different market segments to include healthcare, education, corporate office, and civic, among a few others.
So Trevor, since you are a great example of a customer that utilizes Sensera Systems and Procore, I thought we'd ask you a few questions about how you're using those and how they're helping XL with their projects. So just to start out with, when using Sensera Systems on your site, what are some of the ways that you use the system to assist you with tracking progress and monitoring daily work?
Well, it's kind of a no-brainer, really. You know, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So we're able to take these pictures that we're getting from these cameras and, view them at any time, and you never know what you're going to see with them. So the great thing about Sensera Systems is that you can adjust and program these cameras to a wide variety of different settings. So on certain jobs, maybe we have it that we're taking a picture every 15 minutes and some are every 5 minutes. It really just depends on what we're trying to get and what we're after on that project and what the project team wants to see and maybe what the owner's looking for as well. But either way, we've got lots of flexibility and we can check in at any time and just see progress of the site and see what's happening.
Awesome. How does the time lapse help you?
So the time lapse is great. If I back up a little bit, when we first started using this, it seemed like it was more of just a tool for our marketing department. It was, a progress once in a while. Maybe after the steel was erected, you could take that time lapse and everybody goes, ooh, oh, that's really neat to see. But it's turned into a lot more than that. We still are using it for our marketing partners. And that helps us, show other teams what we've done, what we can do, what the site looks like, all sorts of stuff. But these days, what's really neat about the time lapse, especially if we take into account COVID, we're trying really hard right now to keep as many people off of our sites as possible, right? We want to make it safe for the workers that need to be there. And so Sensera is allowing us the option of, instead of having people come to the site and see the progress, they can log in and they can see the camera and they can check in every few days and do a time lapse and just see what's happened over that, the progression of that work, or maybe once a week, maybe once a month. It's been pretty neat to use. Another avenue that we've found is that we can use this in conjunction with marketing, I guess, in really helping the owner and the community see what we're building and see what we're building in their community, right? So not only are we using it internally for our project team and our staffing, but we're making these public URLs and we're allowing the community to see what we're building around them as well.
Outstanding. So one of the things that we're really focused on is assisting with productivity, efficiency, workflow. So in what ways would you say that Sensera has added to productivity on the job site?
Well, a number of things. One of the first thing really I'd say is that it's made it more efficient for us to be able to quickly look at sites without having to go out there. So we can monitor several sites or more in a day instead of, the old way of maybe driving around and checking on a site to see progress or whatever. So it cuts down a little bit there, but one of the really neat aspects of it is that we can look and make sure that we are being productive on our sites by taking a bird's eye view and looking back over the last day, the last couple of days, something along those lines. Sometimes we get so caught up in the details and you're down on the ground and you're just, you're doing your daily task that sometimes it's nice to be able to take that bird's eye view, stand back and take a look and say, oh, are we really, using the best, spots for our laydown, for our gathering stations? Are we having supplies dropped off in the right locations? Are our people entering and exiting the site in good locations? So it really helps us track. I don't want to say track movement so much, but just get an overall idea and feel of how movement is flowing on the site and see if we can make, better adjustments there to be more productive and more efficient.
Gotcha. So it sounds like it has allowed you to be more efficient on your job site. Has it improved your workflow at all?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's really depends a little bit on each project and what they're after and how they have the camera set up and what they're looking at. But I think that we are trying to utilize, what are we gathering? What information can we see from these cameras? And how can we adjust what we're currently working on, our current way of thinking, to maybe be a little bit more maximized and flow a little more, evenly, be a little more efficient. So I think we are adjusting our workflows based on, what the images are telling us and what the time-lapse photo or the time-lapse video is showing us of just what day-to-day life on that project looks like.
Gotcha. So one of the other areas that we're really committed to and focused on is really making things more convenient, making things more automated, making sure we're collaborating. So just to kind of cover just convenience and ease, are the systems easy to put up? They're easy to move from site to site?
Absolutely. Sensera's done a fantastic job of putting together a package that's so easy and so convenient to use. The camera comes, all assembled in one little unit, ready to go. Comes with a quick, easy mounting bracket. Comes with a solar panel, so you don't need any electrical. You don't have to have an electrician come out and help you in any way. I'd say for the most part on our projects, we are simply bolting this to a 2x4, putting it up high. The solar panel, bolts right on with the supplied bracket, and you're up and running in a matter of minutes. One wrench and you're done. Very simple to do. And then as far as the back end of it, the admin side of this, making it actually talk to the world, it's just as easy. You have a quick, simple admin panel. You log in, make a few settings on who you're going to contact with any of the updates and how often you want the picture to be shown, and enable a public URL, and you're up and running. It's just a very simple, easy system to use. And then, as you said, you can reuse this system again and again, and job after job. Once again, a few minutes to take it down off the pole, close out the site on your admin panel, put it in storage so you're ready to go again, and the same process. Really easy to use.
Awesome. And as far as, like I said, we're really focused on making sure that we're collaborating with the right software. So not only when you log into your site cloud, you're seeing all of your data and you're able to share that data very easily, but we also want to make sure that it's integrating with the tools that you're using. So just from your experience, how does Sensera Systems integrate with Procore to assist you on the job site?
Well, there's a couple ways. So one, we have this great integration with Procore. They call it now their embedded experience. And so we can take the images that we're getting at different intervals throughout the day, and we can have that pushed directly to the Procore project. And it creates a folder for us right in the photo directory. And so typically what we have is at the end of the day, we'll take a final shot of the site and what's happened that day and have that pushed to Procore. We can also at any time do a dump, for lack of a better term here, of, let's go export out all the pictures for today and throw those in a folder on Procore. But the really neat one that I really like here is that Procore enables us to have, or allows us to enable an iframe on our dashboard. And we can put the public URL for this camera, per site, per project, into that iframe. So what happens is each user opens up Procore and they go to a specific project. When they do, they now see the camera feed right there on the side of the screen. They don't have to click anything. They don't have to go anywhere else. They don't have to have any separate logins, separate URLs, you name it. It's just right there. They can see what's happening. If they choose to, they can then also click on that image, and it does take them to the URL, the public URL. And now you've got a full-size image on your screen. You can watch time lapse. You can go forward and backwards. You can get a bigger view of what's happening. But the real key for us here is that, in the past when we'd set up a camera, we'd try and identify who we thought would want to have access to that camera and those images and see production on that site. So that would entail putting together a list of people, sending out an email, trying to remember to get everybody, send the URL to them and say, hey, if I forgot anybody, sorry, please, blah, blah, blah. But one thing we're really good at is we're really good at making sure that everybody is associated with the project has access to Procore for that project. It's our main construction management platform. So we've got every trade partner, owner, designer, everybody has access to that project. So no longer do we try and have to remember who to send a link to. It's just right there. And everybody who has access to that project now has access to these photos and to this timeline as well.
That's awesome. And I'm assuming that helps with the time restraints for your project managers too.
Oh, absolutely. They don't have to continue to update, email addresses. They don't have to keep sending out reminders. They don't have to take screenshots and send those out. They don't have to remember to take a photo each day and store that locally for us just so we have that. The automation that Sensera is bringing to this has saved us a ton of time, a ton of effort, and quite honestly has made it more reliable for us because, people forget or people get busy and they just don't have time to, make these things happen on a day-to-day basis. And with the automation, we don't have to worry about it. It just automatically happens for us.
Great. Thank you. Hey, I really appreciate your time today. And it's really fun to talk to an actual customer about how Sensera Systems and Procore is coming together to make your life better.
All right. Thank you so much.